Everyone, so this is the monthly update for December. I'm gonna make this one quick. I just woke up this morning, so I got lots of songs in the works, bunch of different singles, some vocal features, doing some different instrumental stuff as well. I want to talk about a single coming out in, I believe, a week from today. It's on the 13th, and it's one of my biggest songs yet, I think. It's called All of My Love, featuring Luma. It's going to be coming out on Metanoia Music as well, which is one of my favorite labels, and just, yeah, words cannot describe how kind of, I guess, blessed and excited I am to be having them support it like that and wanting to release it. So just, yeah, thank you so much to Mo, my friend at Metanoia, who was also the co-owner in A&R. Thank you so much, man, to help me sort this release out, and just, yeah, I'm really excited for the world to hear this one, so it's gonna be amazing. So one other thing I want to touch on is that end of December, December 21st, I'm actually moving back to Vancouver, which is a big deal. I mean, I've been out in Toronto since last November, so I'm gonna be flying back with my family, spending some time in Vancouver, going on vacation to Orlando to Disney World, and then going back. And so I'm really excited. I've got a job actually set up already with my old work for this cafe company called Prados. So super stoked to be going back and getting some work with them. I'm just so stoked. I love Prado, and it's nice to go back to a city, I think, and be making like a move back and have work already set up in advance. So let's talk about the Spotify numbers. So Spotify, yesterday was a big day. It was the Wrapped Day or whatever. So they sent every artist, and they also sent premium Spotify users a wrap up of your year. They'll show you, for the artists, they'll show you you know, how many streams you got, how many countries you hit, how many hours your music was played for, where you grew the most, all your statistics, how much they grew, your follower count, streams, all that kind of stuff. They show you some really kind of cool random little features too, like how many hours your listeners lost sleep to, streaming your music between 1 to 6 a.m. and it was like some crazy numbers. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to go through the whole 8-page breakdown they gave me via OBS. So I'm going to screen record it for you guys. I know that every artist is sharing their kind of like summary of it. Yeah, anyways, I want to actually go through it with you guys. One thing also is that they do it as well for the premium users, so you know, everyone was getting like little breakdowns of who their favorite artist was, who their most streamed artist was, top 5, stuff like that. So it was really cool. I had a couple fans. I think one of my fans, Daniel, sent me, and he had like streamed 22 of my songs for like 3,000 something minutes in 2019. So that was so cool to see, man. Thank you so much, Daniel. Mad appreciate you, bro. Okay, so here we go, guys. This is gonna be the Spotify Wrapped for artists. So this is what they show you. 2019, whoa. It's been a big year. Pearce, get your 2019 Wrapped for artists. Ooh. See, this is what I love. They give you such a like kind of interactive, like well thought out little experience for it. It's pretty sick. Don't see Apple Music doing this shit. Whoa, okay, so and just quick disclaimer, I have already seen all of this before, but gonna try to act a little surprised. I mean, I don't remember all the stats, so that's amazing. Yeah, like 287,000 on Trust. Like, we released that in July, so that shit's doing numbers. I want to point out One Time and Ruin My Life. Those are both self-released songs. One Time with my brother Marcus, and then Ruin My Life with Kalide and Bianca. And also Goner, sorry, on One Time as well. I couldn't forget him. Amazing singer. Yeah, I'm like, that's crazy to me, because it's so hard to get numbers like that for me unless I'm signing my song with a label that has playlist connections or owns one themselves. Like, it's, those songs totally organically took off through Spotify's algorithm, basically noticing that listeners just genuinely like the songs, and they just show it to more and more people. Like, One Time, it's fucked. Like, it's getting like 10,000 streams a week or a month or so just through Discover Weekly, things like that. So thank you so much to Spotify for making that happen. That's crazy. Okay. So we're gonna scroll down to the next part. You redefine the speed of your sound. Your songs move fastest at 4 p.m. on July 23rd. That's crazy, man. 569 streams per hour. Jeez. Since last year, your music leveled up. So yeah, this part's cool. It shows you kind of like your growth. This is what I like to see the most. 58% followers. Thank you guys. That is really cool. Cool. Alright, so next, we're already halfway through. Got some serious playtime. Your music was streamed 67,227 hours in 2019. That's equivalent to 7 years of listening. Damn. That is crazy. That's like basically people listened to my music for as long as I've been like making music seriously, pretty much. I mean, I guess I've been doing it a bit longer now, but yeah, that is nuts. Wow. Incomprehensible numbers, basically. Pop quiz. How many hours did your listeners choose your sleepover in 2019? Well, I originally failed both these. I chose both those first, but from doing this before, I know it's 5,203. That's really funny. So they lost sleep between 1 to 6 a.m. That's a collective sleep debt of more than 743 nights based on 7 hours of sleep per night. That is crazy. Oh my god, you guys need to get some sleep. Stop listening to my music. Okay, your music took a world tour from Australia to the I can't speak, wow. From Australia to the United Kingdom, you were heard in 79 countries. That's like an aux cord stretching 16,965 kilometers. Yeah, that is the longest aux I've ever heard. Can you spin the globe around? Cool. Yeah, there's Autrey right there. Young low drop, my designer. Okay. One country went the extra mile. Your audience grew 100% in France. Merci! Oh my god. That is just fantastic. Thank you, France. Shout out, France. Your most devoted fans made you their number one. 33 people listen to you more than any other artist. That's awesome. Thank you guys. It's all added up to be an amazing year. Thank your fans by sharing the love. So we got 1.2 million streams this year, 67,000 hours streamed for, 369,000 listeners. So just to clarify, because I know a lot of people don't understand this, I didn't at first either. Most artists probably know this already, but basically the listeners are like actual people listening to your music and downloading it or whatever and really interacting. So 369,000 people did that. And then the streams are just the actual collective amount of streams. So one listener could stream your song 3 times or something, right? Like, so those listeners stream the song 1.2 million times. Really cool. And that's it, everyone. That's the whole thing. They give you this little link to share with your friends and family, or members of your team. You can change the colors here, which is cool. Yeah, just amazing. So that's the Spotify 2019 yearly wrap-up. And one thing I want to mention is, like, I think it's great that they do this because it makes you want to work harder for the next year. But I do see also slight negatives of this whole thing. Like, it's a super positive experience overall, but one negative I see is that it puts kind of, well, for one, I think the main thing, which Kalide mentioned on Instagram sharing his, he's like, oh yes, the yearly e-dick measuring contest. So everyone's sharing it. It's kind of like a contest in a way for who's got the most streams or whatever. I know it's not like that. A lot of us are just sharing it like because you just want to show your friends and family how far you've come, I guess, in that year. But I do feel like there's a slight undertone of competition and possibly envy and stuff. So that's a really important thing, I think, that a lot of people in any kind of creative space and other spaces too, where I think it's just really important to not be envious. And like, I just find, like, you know, fixating on Instagram or you know, worrying about, or you see someone's announcement and you're like, oh, I should be hustling and stuff, like that's just like not healthy. And I think it's your art and the kind of stuff and quality of what you're creating is going to be so much more higher if you're just sort of really making it from the inside and not letting the world affect that and your decisions on that kind of stuff. So that's one side of it I see. I also, the one other point I see in it that I don't like is it puts like a pressure on to you. So like I feel pressure now to get over 1 million streams next year, and that's great, but like, yeah, I don't know, like I don't think that artists need to also have that pressure. Like what if you want to spend a year or two just touring or you know, just working on music but not releasing anything, or literally just taking a break from music? There's so many perfectly good reasons to not be, you know, really releasing a bunch of songs to get that next mil or 2 mil or whatever next year. So yeah, I just hope that everyone knows that they don't need to feel like pressure or stress about that. You know, it's not, streams don't matter, man. They don't at the end of the day. You could be the best musician ever with an extremely loyal following of like 300 people, and that's way more effective than someone that's average with, they couldn't sell a show out but they just get in tons of playlists or something. Like that's a start. It's a really good foundation if you want to grow in a sense, because if you can then learn how to transfer those fans from your streams over to real platforms like YouTube and Instagram. But anyways, that wraps up everything, guys. Thank you. The time for the fan of the month. So this month's fan is Daniel Villasenor. So thank you so much, brother, for just showing such incredible support. You alone streamed my music, 22 songs for over 3,000 minutes in 2019. So just want to say thank you so much, man. That actually blows my mind to hear that. And you were just being such a kind and supportive person as well, sending me the nicest messages, telling me how music helped you get through hard times and stuff. So yeah, that alone makes it feel beyond worth it to me, and I just appreciate it so much, man. So thank you so much. You are the fan of the month. Anyways, that wraps it up for this month, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in a month. Peace.